So I would like to ask Ms. Lee to remain on stage because we are coming for a souvenir presentation. So may I now invite the oral presenters to come up on stage to receive a souvenir from our Chief Executive of Ocean Park, Mr. Matthias Lee. Please welcome Mr. Matthias Lee.
去玩去癲嚟 Ocean Park， 去闖去飛嚟 Ocean Park， 有趣有勁有 fun。
Thank you very much. And let us give a round of applause to Mr. Matthias Lee. And let's welcome Whiskers to come back on stage again for the group photo. Thank you very much. And now Mr. Lee would like to deliver a thank you speech. Mr. Lee, please.
It's very exciting. I think after 2 days, I suppose some of you might be very tired. But one thing I want to make sure, if this is your first time to Ocean Park, our park still opens after the close of this conference. We will open until 7 o'clock. I would encourage you, if you have not skipped part of the conference over the last 2 days, take advantage of the remaining time and go and experience the park. But in any event, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to join the closing part of this conference. I think it has been a wonderful, wonderful event. And personally, although I have not attended every session of the conference, I managed to listen to some of the talks over the last 2 days and to understand how STEAM actually works, even though we have a team of education personnel developing the program and developing the different courses making use of STEAM. And it's also interesting for me to understand myself from the talks that delivered by some of the speakers, the one that I have attended. And it's fantastic. It also gives me a perspective what other people are doing, particularly in this region. I think the sharing is marvelous as far as I'm concerned. And I'd like to thank a lot of people who are able to work together and come up to this conference. And this conference to us, Ocean Park, is rather very special because this is our first international conference on STEAM, and actually it's the first in Hong Kong. On behalf of Ocean Park and certainly on behalf of all the participants here, I would like to express my gratitude to all the speakers, in particular our professional and very knowledgeable honorable speakers. They include Dr. Harrison, Professor Godley, Mr. Harada, Professor Taylor, Dr. Kerr, Professor Ng, and Principal Lau. They have brought to us a lot of inspirations on the future of STEAM education and marine conservation. Their thoughts actually have enlightened us on how we could all join hands together to make the world a better place through STEAM education. I also like to thank the steering committee and advisory committee of this STEAM conference for the vision, advice, and support to guide all the activities for this conference. And in particular, I'd like to thank the chairman of this STEAM conference, Professor Leung here. He has put in a great deal of effort working with our team in organizing this conference. And I should also thank all the participants and everyone actually here have come together here and they are from different regions, different countries, different organizations, and different backgrounds. And your presence and your collaboration actually has enabled us to conduct and deliver a highly fruitful conference. Of course, we should thank the government of Hong Kong and particularly the Tourism Commission Office. Their financial contribution, I should say, financial contribution, is not just spiritual contribution, their financial contribution we highly value and allow us to put this conference together. I think very important too that I should thank all the co-organizers and supporting organizations. Without their support, we would not be able to conduct this conference. And they include the long list. Bear with me. The Education Bureau, the University of Hong Kong, Hong Kong Association for Science and Math Educations, Agriculture, Fisheries and Conservation Department, Association of IT Leaders in Education, Crocha Foundation, the Hong Kong Academy for Gifted Education, the Hong Kong Association for Computer Education, Hong Kong Competence Education Research Institute, Hong Kong Extracurricular Activities Masters Association, Hong Kong Federation of Education Workers, Hong Kong Professional Teachers Union, iFuture Education Association, John School Information Technology Association, International School Educators Association, Hong Kong Ocean Park Marriott Hotel, Leisure and Cultural Services Department of the Government, and Hong Kong Science Museum. We are also very grateful to all those who have been involved in the organization of this conference. And there are many to mention, but I'd like to highlight these individuals. I think they have been very dedicated in putting this conference together. They include Josephine Wu, our acting head of the Discovery and Education Division, Isabel Lee, our Director of Discovery and Education Division, and Andrew, one of our colleagues in the Andrew Fong, one of our colleagues in the same division, and all the fellow educators in the park. I hope that we will all continue to pursue the role of dialogue, collaboration, and cooperation. And we shall strive and bring to students more opportunities to learn STEAM, and particularly through edutainment in a theme park setting. I think that was explained in the last speaker. Let us work together to inspire our students and nurture a new generation that learns and lives with passion with STEAM learning. And I trust that you agree with me, this conference has been productive, has been useful, and will have an impact, particularly on you in pursuing STEAM education work in the future. Now, this conference, this international conference, will be a biannual event, and I look forward to seeing you in 2021. And for those who travel out far, may I wish you a safe trip back home. And for those who are here, welcome you coming back to Ocean Park more often than before. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. I would also like to give a warm welcome to Mr. Jim Lee, the Council Chairman of Hong Kong Association for Science and Mathematics Education. Please welcome Mr. Lee to come on stage for a speech.
Thank you for the music. Ocean Park Chief Executive, Mr. Matthias Lee, Professor and Director of the School of Biological Science, University of Hong Kong, Professor Kenneth Leung, honorable guests, educators, and teachers. Ocean Park, Hong Kong presents the first Ocean Park International STEAM Education Conference 2019 for teachers and education professionals. It is the Asia's first international conference focused on STEAM education, knowledge sharing in a live entertainment setting. Uniquely positioned as a resource hub for global STEAM education in practice, Ocean Park Hong Kong provides this conference an international research and collaboration platform for educators from Hong Kong and overseas. And the park's on-site animal and nature resources and attractions do offer inspirational STEAM education opportunities and partnership through knowledge exchange and capacity building. Thank you, Ocean Park Hong Kong, in sharing its resources and expertise to facilitate the development of STEAM education in the region by creating a STEAM practice community for educational professionals worldwide. As the Council Chairman of the Hong Kong Association for Science and Mathematics Education, I am honorable and delighted for the Association to be the co-organizer for this valuable education event for the territory. Our association was founded in 1964 in its aim to promote science and mathematics education. Our membership comprises physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics teachers from secondary school, curriculum officers and subject inspectors of the Education Bureau, subject officer of the Hong Kong Education, Examination and Assessment Authority, and teacher trainers from the tertiary institutions. Our association is also a founder member of the International Council of Association for Science Education, ICASE. In the past decades, the association has forwarded to the government and Education Bureau her views on a wide range of educational issues in Hong Kong, including the development of science and mathematics education, the diversification of the curriculum, teacher induction, and in-survey education, and the need to establish an independent and well-resourced curriculum development institute. The association is glad to see that many of her proposals have been accepted and implemented by the government. Besides, our association continues to look for partners in promoting science and STEAM education. Ocean Park Hong Kong should be our honorable partner. We are proud to play a part in presenting the first Ocean Park International STEAM Education Conference 2019 and Ocean Park International Conservation STEAM Competition. Students from all around the world have been invited to submit the creative proposal on solving different environmental issues. The competition has encouraged students to apply their knowledge and skill in STEAM-related disciplines to solve real-life problems, especially using their creativity to propose innovative solutions for global environmental issues. Although now we are approaching the end of this two-day event, it would not be the end of our spirit in advancing STEAM education. Our initiative has kicked off our momentum, and surely our effort will be evolved to different dimensions to promote further STEAM education. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lee. And next, we would also like to invite Professor Kenneth Leung, Professor of School of Biological Sciences, the University of Hong Kong.
So this morning, can you hear me at the back? No sound. Can you hear me at the back now? Better. This morning, I test your imagination to tell me what kind of animals when I do the animation. Now, another one. What is this? Jellyfish, very good. How about this? Plastic bag. It's a jellyfish upside down. I think everyone enjoyed this today. On behalf of the steering committee and the organizing committee of this conference, I would like to thank all of you, the participants, the presenters, and the keynote speakers, as well as all students who joined the competitions. And we also thank many judges here who helped to screen many abstracts and also went through the competition, the pitching of the students. Thank you for sharing your passion and experience with one another and initiating more collaboration in STEAM education. We hope that this conference can serve as a catalyst for strengthening our STEAM learning community in Hong Kong and beyond. Apart from the inspiring lectures from the 4 keynote speakers in these 2 days, I have also learned a great deal from various oral and poster presentations. So here I name a few. First, in the yesterday parallel session, a school told us that they brought 200 students to the park by having the free tickets from the park, Ocean Park, where they experienced and learned about the life history of different animals and also examining their challenges in their natural environment. After the inspiration in Ocean Park, what happened? They went back to the school. They start to compose music to embrace the beauty and the importance of wildlife they see in the park. At the same time, they highlight the challenge and problems they are facing. Then the music they play, really amazing. It's a symphony orchestra music they wrote. And then 40-some students, each of them holding an iPad. They use iPad keyboard to play different type of music instruments and then play a beautiful, fantastic orchestra music. When they see the ocean filled with rubbish, then the sad tone with a minor tones coming out, really sad. And then when they see people cleaning up the harbor and the birds singing and the fish jumping in the school in the video, then you see the happiness of the music coming through. I was moved and connected and inspired by their music and their talent. This is inspirational, transformative learning. Just visiting the park, transform into music that touch people, touch our heart, and then will change the world. Second, I also learned from a school that we should start teaching design thinking as soon as possible, like Form 1 or Level 7 in the US system or UK system. In this way, the student will be equipped to be global citizens who care of the others, care for the environment, and are keen to make the world a better place. They will be able to make use of the design thinking skills in the long run in their higher form learning. Thirdly, I also learned from a collaborative research between a local school and the Education University of Hong Kong. In their study, they showed that students experience failures in STEAM education actually can improve and enhance their deeper learning. And in particular, those are collective ability to linking different issues together to solve problems. This is a really important message to me and to all of you. STEAM education is a process, not the end product to have a kind of a product or just one solution for a particular issue. I think the learning process is far more important. We should value how we can strengthen the learning process and train the student to be a critical thinker and also who are caring of others and the environment. So I have been inspired and re-educated over the past 2 days. Once again, thank you for your participation and support to make this conference a big success. Last but not least, I would like to thank the members of the organizing committee, the steering committee, including Professor Becky Low. She is not here. She has to work in other conference. Then we also have Dr. Valerie Yip. She should be around. Where is Valerie? Yeah, here. Would you like to come on the stage? Please. And then we have Miss Edith Jie. Please come onto the stage. Thank you. And also Josephine Wu, the director of the Discovery and Education. And most importantly, I'm really in debt to Josephine and also Isabel Lee, as well as Andrew Fong. Could you please come to the stage as well? So they are unsung heroes. They work really hard over the last 9 months to make this conference possible. We had difficulty to invite speakers in the early stage. We are really thankful all the keynote speakers here today make this really a wonderful conference. I would also like to thank all the team members, the supporting staff of the Discovery and Education of Ocean Park. Those wear blue t-shirts, please come onto the stage. We want to acknowledge you. Don't be shy. Please come on the stage. All the staff of education teams, please come onto the stage. We would like to thank all of you. Please, 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 make a move. And also, those work on the stage, please come out. Then we can take a good picture together. Please, please, please. Okay. Maybe they need more energy. Would you please put your two hands together? Okay. May I invite Matthias to come up stage? We take a good photo as a good memory of our hard work. Thank you. Please join me, give them a big hand. We will take one picture first, and then we will invite all the judges and also our supporting organization member come to the stage, okay? We take one first. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, move. Maybe we make two later. So may I invite all the judges and also all the keynote speakers and also the supporting organization members, please come onto the stage. We have another one of good photos.
And let us welcome Whiskers again for the group photo as well. Thank you very much. And thank you, Professor Leung. Thank you, Whiskers. And thank you, Mr. Lee. Thank you. So now I would like to announce the Best Poster Presentation Award. So after the fierce competition on our online voting system, we have got the top three the most popular posters. So we are going to show you here on our screen, and I would like to announce the winners as well. So first we have Mr. Cheng Wai-Kit from Leung Church, Yiwu Secondary School, and this is his poster. And secondly, we have Wong Wai Kern and Wong Heng Yi from Carmel Allison Lee Foundation Secondary School. And last but not least, we have Anne Zhang and Andrew Fasalona from Tonghua Group of Hospitals, Senhoi Directors College. And congratulations. May I now invite Mr. Matthias Lee to come on stage again for the souvenir presentations. Firstly, we would like to express our sincere thanks to the judges of our student competition. Please give a round of applause to Dr. April Erickson, Professor Brandon Godley, Ms. Chan Bo Man, and Professor Pan Wen-shi. Please come on stage for our souvenir presentation. And let's take a group photo. Thank you very much. And next, we would also like to express our gratitude to our supporting organizations. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Chao Wing-Kun, Senior Marine Conservation Officer, Agriculture, Fisheries and Conservation Department. And Mr. Mui Chi Man, President of Hong Kong Competence Education Research Institute. Mr. Chan Leung, Director of the Hong Kong Federation of Education Workers. Mr. Gary Chow, Representative of Joint School Information Technology Association. And also Mr. Lo Ka-Wah, Representative of the Hong Kong Association for Computer Education. Thank you very much. Let's take a group photo. Thank you. And please, Mr. Lee, please remain on stage because we would also like to thank the support from the steering committee of the conference. Please join me in inviting Dr. Valerie Yip, Dr. Jeff Au, Professor Kenneth Leung, and also Ms. Edith Zhe, Chief Curriculum Development Officer, Science Education Bureau. Let's take a group photo. Thank you very much. Please be seated. And thank you, Mr. Matthias Lee. Please be seated. Thank you, Whiskers. And this is the end of our first Ocean Park International STEAM Education Conference. Please don't forget to check out by showing your QR code to our colleagues. We hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.